They were untouchable until the ground cracked. It was untouchable, absolutely untouchable. For decades, McDonald's didn't just sit on the throne of fast food, it was the throne. If you enjoy business stories like this, make sure to subscribe. A global empire built on a promise so simple, so powerful. It became a part of our lives. You knew the name. You saw those golden arches from a mile away. A beacon of familiarity in any city, any country, anywhere on this planet. It was a constant, a guarantee. You knew the menu before you even walked through the door. You knew the taste. You knew the speed. And that, right there, was its genius. It was predictable in the best possible way. This wasn't just a restaurant chain. No, it was much, much bigger than that. McDonald's represented a cultural phenomenon, a symbol of modern life moving at breakneck speed. It was the default choice for a quick lunch, a family dinner, a road trip pit stop, a student's cheap meal. It had a scale that was simply staggering to comprehend, with tens of thousands of locations serving millions every single day. A testament to a system that worked flawlessly for an entire generation. The brand was more than food. It was a feeling of reliability. But even the mightiest kings can misjudge the mood of their kingdom. In the very beginning, the plan was stunningly, brilliantly simple. It wasn't about offering 100 different things. It wasn't about gourmet ingredients or artisanal flair. It was about doing a few things and doing them better, faster and more consistently than anyone else on the planet. The core menu was a masterclass in focus. Burgers, fries, Coke, shakes. That was the heart of it. This wasn't a suggestion, it was a doctrine. A culinary creed replicated with military precision in every kitchen. Topeka, Kansas, Tokyo, Japan. Every step was choreographed. The grill, the fry station, the drink dispenser. Exact same steps, exact same tools, exact same product, time and time again. A Big Mac in London, a Big Mac in Los Angeles. This consistency wasn't a bug. It was the most important feature. It built trust other brands could only dream of. The plan worked for decades, fueling expansion across America to every corner of the globe. Sales didn't just climb. They skyrocketed, year after year, decade after decade. The franchise model was pure genius. Entrepreneurs paid for the right to use the brand, the system, the name. McDonald's became more than a business. American capitalism, culture, a globalized world. The brand promise was crystal clear, hammered into the public consciousness through billions in advertising. It promised food that was cheap, fast, always the same. A promise that appealed to a universal need for reliability and value. For many, many years, this simple recipe was the only one that mattered. And it made McDonald's the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. But the world doesn't stand still. What works for one generation can feel stale and outdated to the next. A seismic shift was occurring in the culture of food, a slow-moving earthquake shaking the foundations of fast food. People, especially younger generations, started asking different questions. It wasn't just, is it fast and cheap anymore? Is it healthy? Is it fresh? Where does it come from? A new consciousness was dawning, one that prioritized wellness, transparency, quality, over sheer convenience and price. They were armed with smartphones, creating a visual language of what was desirable. They wanted to know the story behind their meal. Organic, locally sourced, all natural, sustainable. The simple promise of cheap and fast, McDonald's greatest strength, began to look like a potential weakness. A story of industrial efficiency was no longer as compelling as farm-to-table freshness. A new breed of competitor emerged: fast casual, Shake Shack, Five Guys, local premium burger spots, never frozen beef, hand-cut fries, custom milkshakes, irresistible Instagram. They were telling the exact story the new customer wanted to hear. This put McDonald's in an incredibly difficult position. The castle walls, once impenetrable, now had a dozen unguarded gates. Should it double down on speed and value? Or pivot, change, and chase the new discerning customer? Defend the old castle, or build a new one? And then, it happened. Slowly at first, then all at once. the ground beneath the throne began to shift. Do you think this was a mistake or inevitable? Let me know in the comments. The decision was made. McDonald's chose to change. It was a monumental pivot, a gamble that sent ripples through the entire company. So it embarked on a campaign to remake its image, to compete not just on price and speed, but on quality and health as well. The first and most visible front was the menu. The simple, focused list began to balloon. Crisp salads with grilled chicken, fruit and yogurt parfaits, whole wheat wraps. McDonald's started making bold ingredient promises: antibiotic-free chicken, cage-free eggs, fresh, never-frozen beef for quarter-pounders. It began talking sustainability and environmental commitment. Beyond food, McDonald's poured billions into modernizing restaurants and services. The experience of the future rolled out. Massive digital kiosks let customers browse and customize. Mobile ordering and payment via the app became central, promising a new level of convenience. Delivery partnerships with services like Uber Eats were forged, bringing the Big Mac to customers' doorsteps. Make the experience feel less like a dated fast food joint and more like a modern, tech-savvy retailer. Not your father's McDonald's. New, evolved, sophisticated, they added premium signature crafted burgers with fancy toppings, pico de gallo, guacamole, artisanal buns, heavy investment in the McCafe line, lattes, cappuccinos, espressos, trying to be all things to all people, fast and cheap for the traditionalist, healthy and premium for the modernist. It was a bold, ambitious, and incredibly risky strategy. And then, the problem started to bubble to the surface. Not in the boardroom, but in the heart of the operation, the kitchen. The first consequence was a dramatic increase in menu complexity, more ingredients to store, more recipes to remember, more prep steps. The elegant simplicity of 50 years was dismantled, ingredient by ingredient. This newfound complexity hit the most sacred promise: speed. Cooks who assembled cheeseburgers in seconds now fumbled with premium toppings, salads, wraps, and complicated coffee drinks, while keeping fries hot and burgers coming. Inevitably, drive-through lines grew longer and slower. Costs rose across the system: better ingredients, kiosks, modernized interiors, staff training. The low-cost to low-price equation was challenged. A quiet chaos took hold. Young staff felt the pressure, expected to master new menus and tech, and still smile. The once smooth lunch rush became a frantic, disjointed scramble. The consequences soon became visible: long, slow-moving lines, confusion at kiosks. The identity, once clear and singular, felt muddled. Who was McDonald's now? Premium burgers in a high-volume, low-cost environment, still the same room, same stressed staff. Stuck in an awkward middle ground. Fast casual doubled down on quality and atmosphere. Traditional rivals like Burger King and Wendy's stuck to value and speed, picking off customers who felt left behind. Profitability in some regions suffered. Higher costs ate into margins. Franchisees felt the squeeze. The stock turned volatile as investors debated: adaptation or self-inflicted wound. There is a critical, often overlooked part of this story: the franchisees. Small business owners invest their life savings, hire staff, pay rent, clean the floors. They are the face of the brand. Experience of the future meant kiosks and remodels. Many were told to invest hundreds of thousands, whether they could afford it or not. Premium ingredients squeezed margins. Results varied. In one area, a hit. Down the highway, a miss with waste and slower service. Some embraced the changes and won. Others felt abandoned. Tensions grew. Groups pushed back. Is McDonald's successfully adapting to a changing world, or losing its identity in the process? The world changed. Companies that refuse to change get left behind. Salads, premium coffee, fresh beef. Doing nothing risks becoming a relic. Slower service, higher costs, franchisee discontent. The short-term price of long-term survival. Evolve or die. Simple as that. But the true strength wasn't the food. It was the promise. Speed, affordability, unwavering consistency. By complicating the menu, slowing service, and raising prices, McDonald's wasn't just changing offerings. It was breaking its core promise, betraying the identity that made it iconic. Instead of chasing Shake Shack customers, it could have doubled down on being even faster, even more affordable, even more reliable. What do you think? Necessary evil to stay relevant? Or a betrayal of the brand's soul? There's a strong case for both sides. Let me know in the comments below. This lesson applies to every business, big or small. So, what does the future hold for the Golden Arches? The path forward is not a clear, open highway, it's a tightrope. McDonald's has to balance. It cannot undo everything. Demand for higher quality is real, but it cannot keep adding complexity that alienates core customers and cripples kitchens. Leadership must simplify, but without becoming simplistic. Innovate, but without losing identity. Find a manageable balance. A core national menu of fast, affordable classics, plus a smaller rotating set of premium items executed flawlessly. They must rediscover operational excellence. Speed has to return to the heart of the promise. If speed is the promise, you cannot break it. Protect it at all costs. Technology will play a massive role, chosen carefully to solve problems, not create them. Imagine robots handling repetitive tasks, flipping burgers, operating fryers, freeing humans for assembly, quality control, and service. Better AI and analytics predict demand, reduce waste, streamline the supply chain. New apps and ordering systems can make the experience even faster and more seamless. Ultimately, the future will be decided by listening to customers, not just on social media, and to franchisees who know their communities. If you want to see more stories that break down the biggest business battles, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. The colossal journey of McDonald's is far from over. It remains a titan with enviable scale and brand power. It has the resources to win again, but stands at a historic crossroads. Will it reclaim its throne, or become a cautionary tale? Is it possible to be both fast and fancy, both cheap and premium, or must a brand choose?